This is next-generation lithography, mirrorless EUV exposure via superfluorescence coherent amplification, subtitled Eliminating Reflection Optics and Overcoming High-NA EUV Bottlenecks. In this presentation, we deliver a detailed technical overview of patent JP A20261-34782, introducing a revolutionary quantum optical approach to semiconductor patterning. Let us examine standard EUV lithography and its hard physical limits. First, regarding molybdenum silicon multilayer mirrors, reflectivity is theoretically capped at approximately 70%, leading to massive optical energy losses over multiple projection mirrors. Second, this causes extreme power consumption. Compensating for this loss requires ultra-high power plasma sources, pulling around 1,000 kilowatts of power. Third, we face high NA EUV limitations. Doubling the numerical aperture halves the exposure field size to 26 mm by 16.5 mm, requiring complex stitching and reducing throughput. Finally, there is a high thermal load and contamination. Strong EUV exposure induces thermal distortion of masks and accelerates carbon contamination on optical surfaces. Here is our core innovation: a paradigm shift introducing active imaging and mirrorless projection. Our mirrorless architecture completely eliminates all projection mirrors between the mask and the wafer. This is achieved through the Mask-in-Amplifier, or MIA configuration, which consists of a photomask placed in close proximity to an active EUV superfluorescence medium, acting as a gain layer right above the wafer. This setup enables a one-to-one near-field transfer, where the patterned light directly passes through the medium with a microgap, designated as G, realizing high-contrast, error-free replication. Finally, we utilize a non-destructive seed light. Using an extremely weak EUV or soft X-ray seed light virtually eliminates thermal mask distortion and carbon deposition. Let's delve into the quantum physics principles behind superfluorescence, coherent amplification, and photon avalanche. First, triggered Deke superradiance. A weak, patterned seed light, L2, serves as the trigger, exceeding quantum vacuum fluctuations, to force a population-inverted atomic ensemble into a single, massive cooperative dipole. This leads to a photon avalanche, L3. This cooperative emission releases the stored inversion energy as an ultra-short, highly coherent pulse. Through this process, we achieve wavefront and spatial mode inheritance. The superradiant pulse inherits and amplifies the exact spatial phase and intensity information, which is the circuit pattern, of the seed light. This results in active wavefront preservation, where the gain medium acts as a spatial filter, suppressing phase distortions and improving spatial coherence. This slide details the physical implementation of the superfluorescence medium. For our active medium options, we have two pathways. First, a high-density gas cell containing noble gases such as xenon, krypton, or argon, or highly charged ions, with an atomic density of 10 to the 12th to 10 to the 19th per cubic centimeter. Second, a solid quantum medium consisting of self-assembled Perovskite nanocrystal superlattices, specifically CSPB-Br3, cesium lead bromide, with short homocoupled organic ligands to maximize packing density and suppress Auger recombination. For the excitation pump, we utilize side excitation using femtosecond ultra-short pulse lasers to achieve uniform, instantaneous population inversion before dephasing occurs. Our seed source is a highly coherent high harmonic generation, or HHG, or a free electron laser, or FEL, operating at 13.5 nanometers, or 3.1 nanometers. Precision control is managed through timing synchronization and parasitic mitigation. First, timing synchronization is handled by a control unit that synchronizes the pump excitation and the seed injection with a time delay shorter than the natural superfluorescence delay time. This allows for an isolateless design, completely eliminating the need for complex EUV optical isolators. Finally, for parasitic oscillation prevention, the stored inversion energy is entirely swept out by the forward photon avalanche pulse within picoseconds. When back-reflected light from the wafer returns to the medium, the gain is already fully depleted, physically preventing unwanted re-amplification and noise. We achieve remarkable precision through nonlinear resolution and wavefront corrections. First, spatial gain narrowing utilizes the fact that superfluorescence is a highly nonlinear threshold event. Only the peaks of the patterned seed light are exponentially amplified, naturally sharpening the pattern profiles. This enables sub-mask limit resolution, realizing pattern transfer finer than the physical dimensions on the mask, achieving a virtual reduction effect even in one-to-one near-field exposure. Second, we use a curved photomask to perform Petzval sum correction. This uses a pre-curved mask with a radius of approximately 7 meters and tends to over 100 microns of edge deflection to actively cancel field curvature and wavefront aberrations caused by thermal or refractive asymmetry in the medium. Finally, active wavefront feedback uses an integrated point diffraction interferometer, or PDI, or a lateral shearing interferometer, or LSI, to gauge wavefront aberrations on stage, feeding back to deformable mirrors or pump intensity profiling. For mass production, we focus on mitigating contamination and stabilizing the environment. First, the medium refresh flow. Our gas-based systems continuously refresh the active medium between shots to stabilize thermal and amplification characteristics. Second, a local outgas exhaust provides rapid local evacuation around the microgap to prevent siloxane or photoresist outgases from reaching the active cell's exit window. Third, active cleaning is performed via in situ dry cleaning with trace oxygen introduction or UV lamp exposure to eliminate carbon deposits on the exit window. Finally, we feature a robust exit window. The cell's exit window uses ultra-thin membranes, measuring tens to hundreds of nanometers, made of silicon nitride, SiN, carbon nanotubes, CNT, polysilicon, beryllium, Be, or carbon, C, for high EUV transmittance and durability. Let us look at the complete process flow and productivity comparison. The process flow consists of 4 steps. First, coat the wafer with photoresist and load it onto the stage. Second, excite the medium to population inversion and irradiate the mask with an ultra-weak seed light to generate a patterned seed. Third, trigger superfluorescence in synchronization to expose the full field in a single shot via the Photon Avalanche, L3. Fourth, repeat this step-and-repeat process over the entire wafer. Our major throughput breakthrough comes from the fact that since the active gain layer is flat and scaled to the full exposure field size, the complex field division and stitching required by high-NA EUV is completely eliminated. In conclusion, let us look at the future of quantum lithography. To summary, Mirrorless EUV Exposure represents a revolutionary leap, resolving the efficiency, cost, and physical scaling limits of conventional EUV. Our future extensions show that this technology seamlessly scales down to next-generation 3.1 nanometer soft X-ray lithography, where mirror-based systems completely break down. The ultimate impact will be a dramatic reduction in fab tool footprints, massive energy savings, representing a 99% power reduction at the source, and highly scalable sub-nanometer node processing.